Good morning, New York, good morning. I need to really give a lot of attention to our grape tree. A lot of spotted lanternflies have shown up. I think today, to start the brand new week, we'll start with the carrots. Next year, we're definitely gonna do something different with the carrots. It's looking amazing. The garden is lush. The garden is lush. I'm sure that there are, candidates for harvesting some cucumbers today. Oh, I see more spotted lanternflies. Yeah, I've seen about two or three. Couple on the grape tree already, and a few here. So we haven't checked up on our taro leaf. Check this out. Look at our taro leaf. This is a great substitute for when kale goes out of season. Taro leaves, they grow very rapid, and they're a great replacement. They love the heat. So if you guys are looking for like something of a kale replacement, what we do with it is we actually just cook it. Philippines, we call it laing. It's just cooked in some coconut milk. You can add your meat, or you can add vegetables. Wow, see, it's starting to turn into that color. It's supposed to be like a creamish, tannish type of color. So we don't have any precipitation on the forecast for the next 3 or 4 days. So what I'll do is grab some of that peppermint, make the spray. Slicing tomatoes, rotting. I saw another 2 last night. Some hot peppers, but it's so tiny. It's very tiny. Now this one is massive, right? And I know there's so much more growing in. So be patient. Just be very patient. This plant right here is very early and healthy, I guess, with the bell peppers. I mean, they're there. They're very prominent. You can see them now. There's about 3 from what I see here. We just did a huge bean project. Can a whole bunch of them. Can them. Make use of everything. And I think this never got pollinated here. We need to harvest that one right there. Is pretty large. It's not as long, but it's very healthy. The lanternflies are even on the eggplant now. I see them. Oh no, you will. Oh, got it. It's in the marigolds, which is a great sign, because marigolds here have benefits for your garden. Actually, you want to plant them in. Hopefully these slicing tomatoes give us something. I had to throw away a lot over here, so we're gonna get you tomatoes. We shall get you. They are ready, pretty much. And you see all these carrots here at the bottom. Well, you don't see them. They're underneath the soil, but it's time. That's what I'll do today. Inspect your garden, guys. Make sure. What I'm doing here is I'm checking the bottoms of these dry ones. Checking it just by the touch. You can feel it if it's either splitting or rotting due to the moisture, or wow, this is crazy. I always gotta it's all right. And this plant here is struggling, turning yellow all the way up, and I've been trying to control it. Watercress spinach, good levels. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you enjoyed the last week celebration for 4th of July. Got a little bit of a harvest here for the morning. Not too much, nothing major. Got an oblong one, but you can see it's starting to ripen here. Got another cucumber here, a little smaller, but it was at the bottom of the plant. Usually you want to trim those out. Once you trim those out, the ones at the top will start to produce faster. We also have our second harvest of cherry tomatoes here. As you can see there, more peppermint here, more spearmint for the protection of our garden. More to go, more to come. It's later on in the day. Temperatures are still hot, but we need to get these carrots. Man, I thought we weren't gonna have a good one, but let me tell you, there's some really healthy ones here. There's some really healthy ones here. Look at these. Wow. We have some tiny ones, you know, some unfortunate ones like this here. Unfortunate, very small. It's pretty decent and sweet. Organic carrots right here, short and sweet. Good morning, folks. Yesterday was a really good harvest for the carrots. I think the beans are on its way out. Okra is getting really big here. Our kusha, much more different look, losing a little bit more of the green and having a little bit more of like a lighter color. We grabbed yesterday the carrots, 3 cucumbers, more chamomile. The snap beans looking good. Oh, there was one thing that caught my eye yesterday. Did a lot of trimming, but the reason was a little bit more concerning than just trimming the leaves. So like around here somewhere, there was a grouping of like round, brownish, tiny balls, and they were just very tiny, and it looked like they were egg sacs. And I researched it, and it was egg sacs of these worms, the worms that actually burrow into the tubing, especially near the stem right there, right? There was an actual worm in that cutting that I did. Just really squeeze it out, get all the life out of it. I know we have it here in our garden. It happens in our garden, and it could be the cause of this slowdown. All right, I think our kale is on its way out. The look, the actual feel, not too good. They're gonna be bitter. Garlic chives, onions, dill, they're growing in now. Our tomatoes are looking good. This is the remaining of our lettuces here. Everything else was harvested and pulled. Our kohlrabi, they're looking very good. Man, these fruits are starting to get a little bit softer. How are we looking here? So it's strange. Every morning it looks like it goes up on the pH a little bit, maybe the change in temperature. And the pH is looking at 5.84. The health on the leaves though, seriously, look at those healthy leaves. They're smooth. You have a good one. Not much to do today, so just gonna maintain. Good morning, folks. Good morning, New York. Doing some grape checks this morning. They're actually surviving. I was heavily concerned with them. Of course, we have these lanternfly issues. They're really problematic, but I'm taking a look around and I'm giving them a good inspection. It's looking really good. They're actually softening now. They're becoming fleshy. So happy Thursday. Let's keep it going here. You only need 1 chamomile plant, in all honesty, to harvest like a ton. Because once you have the chamomile plant, you just want to go ahead and collect every day. You stimulate the growth. Look at these string beans. My gosh, they're getting big. Our cucumbers here, looking good. I don't really see a candidate here that we can pick, but they are growing in. Oh, I do see one. It's all the way over there. Yeah, it's a little bit larger than usual. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a trimming too as well. These light colored cucumbers compared to the other ones that we usually have, which is it's darker. I was beginning to think that we were gonna have to chuck like a whole bunch of them, right? Because we had 4 that I harvested, and it was all light in color, light green. And I'm here thinking that it's gonna be bitter, but it wasn't at all. Actually, were really sweet. We have a ripening one. Now these didn't get too large, but I don't mind it. These actually are this is actually really small, but they come from the same plant as that one. Look what I just seen. This one here has finally, this stem here is finally given its way to rotting. I mean, just look at our garden. It's so lush. It's so lush. Check it out. It just won't show up, you know. Those are getting large. Those are getting much larger. It's so easy to grow your own vegetables. I don't understand why people don't do it. The time consuming part is if you have like cattle, if you have like an actual homestead where you have chickens, you have those are time consuming because animals really need your attention. If they don't get their water, if they don't get their food, they're gonna be in trouble, or you're gonna be in trouble. And gardening is so forgiving. Plants are so forgiving. You know, you can rip off a leaf and it's okay. The plant will continue. It'll just focus its energy and growing more foliage in other places. This is what you don't want. When you see these, and they're usually gonna happen from the bottom up. Now, if they're starting to happen from the top down, there's something going on. It's the common thing for aging plants. It's gonna grow upwards and it's gonna shed all the bottom unnecessary growth. Oh, that's a man. That's what we call overgrowth. That's large. That's definitely larger than a cue ball, 8-ball. That's what they usually call it. It's literally just an 8-ball. And plants looking larger by the day. You know, our beans are gonna go. Just by the look of our beans, they're not looking too hot. Stay on top of pruning your leaves, especially the ones at the bottom, because they grow so rapidly. You need to be on top of like trimming out the bottom ones. Now, we don't do it every day, and as you can see, they are looking healthy, producing a lot of fruits. That's what we want. Oh my gosh, our cherries this year are amazing. Probably tomorrow I will end up grabbing all these beans. Good morning, Mom. All right. Oh, we also gave a nice trim to our kale here, which is really necessary. Really necessary. I was informed we had taken one of the Kohl Rabis, one of the better candidates, and I was informed that it's ready. What's going on here? Maybe it's just the growth. I think we harvested last night because that doesn't look like what I saw yesterday. Yeah, this is we just harvested, so it's no problem. Levels look good. Yeah. All right. So we have another good harvest. It's pretty modest of a harvest, but I wanted to continue grabbing as many beans as we can. They are absolutely on its way out, but as you can see, we still have a handful of these beans: yellow, green, string beans, dragon tongue, purple burgundy, and we also were lucky enough to grab 2 cucumbers today. We have more cherries here. I grabbed them a little early so we can go ahead and let them ripen off the vine, and then 1 round zucchini, which is extremely soft. The nickname for these guys are 8-ball zucchinis, but this is it. Happy harvest. Good morning, New York. Good morning. All right, just giving a wellness check on our grapes. They're starting to change. They're starting to be a little fleshy now, which is a really good sign. Great sign. There's been a few showers, scattered showers overnight. Nothing major. Garden looks great. I'm just giving a quick scan. Since it's going to be a cloudy day and it's going to be a rainy day, maybe I should just go ahead and grab the squash right there. It's already dead on the vine, so I might as well just grab that. Loofahs are looking good. Oppos are looking good. I just want to update you on what I saw yesterday. There's signs. So this fruit right here gets larger and larger, and it just hangs off that vine. It's very nice and very sweet. It's great for soups. These 2 right here have gotten really large. Look at this one. This one's really large. Let's I've noticed a few of them trying to form and rotting at the bottom, so let's Let's just try to get those things at the bottom right there. I don't like that sign. Also, another sign is this right here. Now, this I believe is the loofahs. Here too. Did a little bit of a trimming late yesterday, and I can see that there are a handful of cucumbers here. I can already say got about 1, 2, possible 3, sure 4. So that's like about 4. Oh my gosh, there's actually more. It's a really productive season for us. It looks like a church bell, you know. It looks so nice. It looks so nice. Our Brussels sprouts are starting to catch up with each other. I don't know what's going on with these nubs. I want them to be more prominent, but what do you do? What do you do? That one right there, the last one, is the only one that honestly has a lot of Brussels sprouts going in. So I'm gonna see what I can do to assist that process. Look at our taro leaves. Look at this. They do get larger, and they just grow pretty significantly. Once they're out of the ground, they keep growing and growing and growing. We have a lot of them. We put them everywhere. Look at this one as well. It's got a handful of leaves. Oh my goodness. Now that's a good representation of what they really look like. They grow so rapid. My gosh. Very good, very good. String beans look good. Cucumbers look good. Loofah, opals, and more snap beans. Squashes look good. Ton of eggs underneath one of the leaves, like a ton. And I started just getting rid of them, but I couldn't locate the worm on this one. And it gave an explanation to why it slowed down a lot. Like it really slowed down. Now on this plant, I noticed another one. And that's what was concerning to me, because this is the one that I caught them, and this is our best producer. That zucchini is actually ready to go, but there's so much going on that side. I'm gonna leave it for now. Now wait till tomorrow. We will have more variety next season. We're gonna start planning better. Look how large our sunflowers have grown. This is about 5.5 feet. Wow, guys, look at this bad boy right here. Let's see what does it look like there? Well, it's gonna be producing. It's unfortunate we couldn't get any of our corn in this season, which is okay, which is all right. It's not a problem. We have a lot of sunflowers here, and hopefully they will mature and be edible, or if not, they go to the birds. We always save some just for the birds, for the squirrels. Since we trimmed out the older leaves and just, you know, composted them, kales are looking good, but they're aged. They're fully aged at this point. You know, it's not necessarily best looking plant. You'll see there's a fruit cluster growing here, and then right on top, fruit cluster here, then right on top here, and you just don't do anything with that. Just leave those alone. But as you can see near the stem, even here, I took this branch off, I took this branch off, I took this branch off, this branch off. Since it's split and now has another main one, I'm trying to have that focus on producing all its fruits here. You don't want to grow too many leaves. You do want leaves for the energy, but you don't need all the leaves. Everything looks good though. Everything looks good. Let's check the levels. It's creeping up a little bit high on our conductivity right here, but that's not concerning. Yeah, I've noticed in the morning it tends to raise up, and then during the day it'll drop down. Same thing with any plant. You see yellowing, get rid of them, and that's about it. Oh, today is finally the day that we go ahead and grab all of these kohlrabis. I wanted to do them yesterday, But since it was so nice and hot and humid, I said, you know what? Why don't I just leave it there for one more day? Doesn't hurt. If anything, it helps. Today, though, is the day.
Good morning. Today's harvest for Rabi. We took off the leaves and we're going to make a dish out of this. So wait for that. What kind of dish we will make? This is another squash and a baby zucchini and baby cucumbers. These are going to be really sweet.
Alright. It was another rainy night. We've been slowly harvesting our squashes, our winter squashes. Even if they're small, you cook them in portions. So you slice them up here in the middle, then you can slice them and save them, put them in the fridge for later. Okay, we got some candidates again for some cucumber harvest. I'm so impressed. It's very rewarding to see that. You know, there are changes that's slowly happening. We're pulling up some beans here and there. They gotten big. They gotten big, guys. Look at this. They gotten so big. Those are getting huge. We're gonna have a harvest, probably a big one today. Okay, we have two candidates here. We're gonna do some beans. We're gonna do some tomatoes. I think this bean plant's really going out. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. I can spot things like that. That quality is no good. Yeah. Let's just do a quick wellness check inside the greenhouse. Ooh. Alright, things are thinning out in the greenhouse, right? One by one, here and there. As we see fit, they're aging. So we either have two decisions, not to replant or to replant them. Our greens. Let's see, how's everything looking here? I can deal with that, but it's getting a little high on the pH. I'll keep an eye on that. All our basils right here. Otherwise, we're gonna take advantage of this day of no rain and just grab what we can grab. So we have a few things here. Taro leaves, a bunch of them. This will be perfect for one dish. We have to dry them first. More beans, probably the second to last good harvest we'll have on the beans. But no problem, just in time. Look what we got, That's an impressive, very impressive eggplant right here. 5 cucumbers. We're gonna do some canning today, so 2 zucchinis, 1 round, 1 oblong, a few peppers just to get the old ones in. Look what we got here. Brand new Romas, some more cherries. But anyways, things are actually looking amazing. Our year has been really fruitful, so we're gonna try to keep it going. But otherwise.
Aside from my soul,